G'day everyone. Thought I'd do Seeking the Immense top 20 covers tag. I don't know if I've been tagged in this. Someone said to me that I had, but I couldn't find who had tagged me, so I thought I'd just go ahead and do this video anyhow, for the hell of it. So I've got a lot of X-Men in my collection, but I decided to try and find 20 comics that weren't X-Men related at all. So I like all these comics. So yeah, shout out to Seeking the Mint and to the 9.2 crew. Jeez, I had to think about that for a sec. So yeah, to all you guys, you're all good guys. So I thought I'd try this out and see how we go with this. So we've got a bit of Charlie Adlard, he says listen, art. We've got Walking Dead. I've always liked this cover, and I'm pretty happy to have it in my collection. Of Andrea. It's a pretty cool cover to have. I like his art. I like his black and white style, but his covers are pretty cool too. So that's a pretty cool cover. It's just then this is a blank variant that I got sketched by a local artist in Christchurch this year, and it's number 150 of The Walking Dead. So he drew a zombie for me, and I just the glare, sorry, just try and find the right angle. So love this cover. Some original art on it of a zombie, and if you look close enough, his bone is sticking out of his finger. So definitely like this book. And then we'll stick with The Walking Dead. This is the first appearance of a character, the governor. So there you go. I love that cover. Look at those zombies. Brilliant stuff. Awesome cover. Then we're going to go, I'll show you a couple of books from my Doctor Who collection. So here's a bit of Dave Gibbon art on a Marvel Doctor Who comic. This is issue 3, but I love this issue. It's a reprint of a comic strip from the Doctor Who magazine by Dave Gibbon. And there you go, look at that, turning into the 4th Doctor, turning into a werewolf. It's pretty awesome. Can't go wrong with that. So love it. Love that book. And then we've got one of my favourite Doctors. This cover here is number 1, and it's a Doctor Who book, and it's the 3rd Doctor Adventures. And I just love John Pertwee as the Doctor. So anytime he's on a cover, and especially a comic, I'm going to get it. So pretty awesome cover of John Pertwee, the great late John Pertwee. And then we've got a Buscemi cover. This is a book that I had as a child, and I managed to get it a couple of years ago again. So it was one of the first Incredible Hulk books I owned in my collection back in the day. So here is Incredible Hulk 266, and I've always loved that. Rick Jones and turning into a monkey, the High Evolutionary in it. So yeah, I'm just trying to, it's not my all-time favourite, it's the covers that I like at the moment, so that's why I've chosen these books. So we've got a cool Incredible Hulk book I'm about to show you, and it's a bit of Herb Shrimpy, and it's the Low the Leader Lives. So like this book, I think it's pretty awesome. Look at him with his hands out like that, and the Hulk like that. Pretty cool. So you can't go wrong with that. Then we've got another book, and it's Bruce Banner turning into the Grey Hulk. So who drew this? Purvis and Austin. So love that cover. Look at that cover. Look at the Hulk bursting out like that. I like this era of the Incredible Hulk, so I'm pretty happy to have that book in my collection. Then we've got then we've got a Tomb of Dracula book, which has got the Werewolf by Night on the front cover with Dracula, and it's done by Gene Colan, and I just love this cover. It's a pretty awesome cover. Look at that. You can't go wrong with this book in your collection. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy to have that one. And then, well, there seems to be a bit of a theme about monsters and creatures in my book so far. That's just pure coincidence. So we've got another Marvel horror book, and that is The Frankenstein Monster number 16. And I just love this cover. And it's by Val Mayerick. And here is the cover. Look at that. Look at the Frankenstein. He's got his hand around that guy's throat. And yeah, the other guy's hanging off. Now that chick is... He's got the chick on the other arm. This is just an awesome cover. Awesome cover. So yeah. And then we've got Mighty Thor. I like the Mighty Thor. I've sort of got a wee pile of Mighty Thor comics. And this is a Silver Age Mighty Thor. It's a Kirby cover. And we got a big huge... ogre guy with a big axe or whatever he is on the front cover attacking the Mighty Thor. I just love this cover. Can't go wrong with this sort of book in your collection. So sorry about the glare, but yeah, another cool book. So then we've got some British stuff. I thought I'd show you. So I used to collect a British comic called Scream comic. It went for like 16 issues, 15 issues, sorry. And this is the couple of covers that I've picked out of this collection that I've got. Tales from the Grave, and it's called Scream. And look at that, he's pulling his teeth out of his gob. Meet the Demon Dentist, that's what it says there. Just an awesome cover. Awesome cover. Art is done by Jay Watson. He did a lot of the art for British comics back in the day, back in the 80s. That's when I started collecting comics, so I've always liked this. And I've always liked horror. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. And then we got a Dracula cover. It's by Scream Comic as well. And this is number 15. This is the last issue. And this is by a guy called Bradbury. And he did a lot of this sort of stuff back in the 80s for 2080 Battle Comic and Scream Comic. And look at that. Dracula's got the vampire hunter up above his head. And he's Die Vampire Hunter. I just love that cover. I've always loved this cover. Dracula must be destroyed, but how? It says in writing in the corner. Yeah, just another cool comic that, yeah, I just thought I'd show some different sort of comics. We got my second favourite comic, or probably my favourite. I don't know. The X-Men is probably my favourite comic, but this is pretty close to being my favourite comic as well. This is what got me into comics properly, and this I've shown this cover before in other videos, but this is the 40th anniversary cover of Judge Dredd in 2080, and it's by one of my all-time favourite artists. He's probably not well known over in America, but he is over here, and that is Carlos Esquire. I can't pronounce his name. Esquario, I think it is, Esquario. And it's got my two favourite characters from the 2080 brand, Judge Dredd and Johnny Alpha, who is Strontium Dog. And this guy drew both comic characters, and he still does now and then. So this is the anniversary issue, and it's a pretty cool cover. So I'm pretty happy to have this book. Yeah. Look how he does Dredd's chin. They look badass in this book. this cover. So yeah, that's one of my favourites. And we'll talk about the same artist. This is a one shot. This was in the Judge Dredd magazine years ago. We're talking 25 years ago probably or so. And I've got it collected in just in a one-off comic. And this is called Purgatory. And it's about a judge called Judge Grice who went bad, and Dredd sent him to a planet where they put all their prisoners and beat judges, and called Tintin. And this is called Purgatory, and this is his cover. I just love the look on his face. He is hell bent on escaping and seeking revenge on Judge Dredd in Mega City 1. And this is his story about how him and a whole heap of prisoners that Dredd has arrested over the years and locked away on this planet escape and kill all the judges up there on this planet called Tintin. He was doing 20 years on this planet, so this is his story about how he escapes to get back to Mega City 1 to kill Judge Dredd. And see, that's the last bit. So, the storyline in 2080 is called Inferno, where he does actually seek his revenge on Judge Dredd, and it's pretty damn cool. So everybody was showing a couple of sexy covers, so I found one in my 2080 collection. I'm not sure who drew this cover though, but it's worthy of showing, so we'll just second element will like this cover. So there you go, pretty cool cover with a sexy woman on it. So yeah, that's cool. Then we've got a couple of graphic novel, but I love these books. I've got them all loosely in their original runs, but I just thought I'd show you these covers. They're two of my favourite things. This is some early work. One's early work from Simon Bisley when he drew on 2080, and this is the Slain, the Horned God, collected into a volume. And look at that cover. Doesn't he look a bit like Lobo? But this is before Lobo, so it's a pretty cool book. Some of Simon Bisley's early work. Oh, and I just love that cover. I used to have this as a poster up on my wall many years ago. So I just thought I'd show some different books that I have in my collection. And then we've got some of Alan Moore's first work, his early stuff, and one of my favourite artists that I don't know if you guys know much about him, but he drew this story, and it's called The Ballad of Halo Jones. He only did 3 volumes for this story. Alan Moore did. He was supposed to do, I think there was 6 or 7 volumes he was going to do, and he had a fallout with the people that make 2080, so he never carried on and completed those volumes. But here's the 3 volumes that he did together, all collected in this book. But I just love this cover. So one of my favourites, this. So anybody should read this book. And Ian Gibson is an underrated artist. It's all in black and white, but yeah, great stuff, this book. I love it. And it's just about her travels and life and what she has to go through. You got a killer robot dog in it. She joins the army and has to fight. And it's just all this stuff. She becomes an alcoholic. Yeah, you should highly recommend it. Should read it. And then a couple of other books from my childhood. And this is a bit different too. I don't know if anybody else has shown these, but they're comics, and they were big over here when I was growing up. So we've got 2 Tintin books. So I thought I'd show you, because I love the covers and I love these books, and I've got quite a few of them. And we've got The Adventures of Tintin, The Cigars of the Pharaoh, and look at that cover. Pretty damn cool book. I don't know if you've got these over in America much, or Hawaii, but I love it. So there's that one, and then there's Tintin, the Explorers on the Moon. So they go to the moon, and I just love it. So yeah, that was just. So that's my my selection of books, old tag Who Dat comics and movies, and key issue comics, and whoever else wants to do this tag. Yep, because I think we're running out of people to pick. Maybe. What about yeah, so that'll do. So yeah, anybody else can do this video too, tag everybody. So yep, so thank you very much. If you like this video, it's all there. So yeah, we'll catch you all later. Bye.